This is our first time reacting to the Conjuring Last Rites official teaser, and we're starting right now.
Don't touch anything. Everything you see in here is either haunted, cursed, or been used in some sort of ritualistic practice. Nothing's a toy. Not even a toy.
Oh, shoot.
How many cases you guys had?
Cases?
My name is Ed Warren, here with my wife Lorraine.
Maybe 1,000. Every case is different. Every family's different. Once we start, there's no going back. Anything can happen.
Yes. Yes. Oh, come on.
And most likely anything will. Yeah.
Something's changed. Something's different.
Son of the Holy Spirit. We
Oh,
by the power of our Lord Jesus Christ.
We've been waiting so patiently for you.
knew that was coming. Disclaimer. I know nothing, very, very little about The Conjuring. But I was teased in this teaser, and now I want to see it.
Really?
Should I go through with this? Let me know in the comments. We usually don't ask for comments until the end, but let me know if I should get into this whole thing, because this is, I don't know how many Conjuring movies they made or side movies, but
Too many. Well, you heard about the nun. That was a picture of the nun. They had
Oh, right.
Annabelle, matter of fact, Annabelle, the little dog creature, had like 3 movies by itself. So it's just like this thing just never goes away. Yeah. So yeah, it's too many of them, man. It's just too many of them. The Conjuring universe, the CU.
The Conjuring cinematic universe.
Yeah. The Conjuring, the Conjuring 2, the Conjuring, the Devil Made Me Do It. Then you had Annabelle. Then you had the Nun. And you had the Nun 2. Yes, it's been about 6 movies.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
So I really like the quality of this trailer and the way it was put together. I mean, usually you don't see like just a little thing. To me was just the way the words came up on September 5th. And they're just scrolling up the screen. I'm like, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I love it.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the money here. They said combined earnings over 2.1 billion worldwide against a combined budget of 208 million. You know what they call that, Mr. Benja? A 10Xer.
Oh, you're right.
10Xer. 10X, baby.
You see these fingers? 10 of them.
10X is easier than 2X. There it is. I said it.
You think Benjamin Hardy's going to be out there watching this?
Yes. Yeah, well,
No. That'd be a
Wow.
no.
Oh yeah, she okay. So yeah, man. I mean, Yeah, sure. This is weird. It's just so I guess they were the original character act the Ed and Warren. I guess it was Ed Warren and Lorraine Warren.
Hmm.
They're the ones who did their stories based on the Amityville horror. So basically,
Right. I
they just
remember
kind of took them and then the original people and put them into these movies and kind of put it out there. So something I'm curious about, Mr. Benja.
what's that?
Now that we got all this social media and stuff, back in the day, the satanic panic and all this stuff, we were growing up, and
Yeah.
it's like, don't do this, don't do D&D because it's from Satan and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, how come, but maybe it's out there. I'm just not looking for it. I don't want to look for it, but we just don't hear a lot of, stuff like that on social media. It's like, hey, this is an actual depiction of a miracle happening right now on social media. I mean, wouldn't we see a lot of that more? Wouldn't that be a bigger thing if, because we had so much social media and so many cameras now and videos? It's just like back in the day, it was like, oh, it's happening. I was there.
Yeah.
But it was never, we never had film proof of it. Now everybody's got cameras. I would expect that we would see more of this stuff out there. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, there's the guys who always do like hey, we're walking into a haunted train station that's been abandoned for all these years, and people are just walking in. Oh, did you hear that? And everybody starts running, and
The funniest one, they had some black guys do it. It's the funniest thing you ever see.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness, dude! They would go around to these like haunted places. Just fine white guys. We know what they're gonna do. Black guys are funny. I ain't scared. You scared? I ain't scared. So first that.
Hey man, why you standing so close?
Who touched me?
Get back.
Yeah, it's funny. That's hilarious. I had to watch that one. But anyway, just curious, man, because it's like back in the day, it was like everywhere. You heard someone's eyewitness and all that stuff, and we have all these movies about it and all that stuff. But you would think, something like that would be circulated throughout the TikToks and the internets, right? If it was that huge of a deal, unless the algorithm don't want to pick it up. I don't know. So
Yeah, I mean, there are a couple little things out there, but as I said, most of it splinters off from that haunted house kind of thing, and people doing silliness, and then people obviously making fake videos, and maybe that's what happened. There's so many fake stupid videos
there
that
it is.
are just whatever. I'm not even gonna invest my time in any of this. So.
Mm-hmm. So, but anyway, how did I think of this? I mean, branding wise, strong brand. I mean, I always start with there. I mean, but I think a lot of these trailers, it doesn't. The only one I gave a weak brand because it was an IP was the one we talked about not too long ago. That was just a regular Douglas movie, right? They didn't have any IP attachment, but every one of these has some kind of IP attachment to it. So,
right.
Or they had a good director combo, actor combo, or studio that worked well. But this one, so I would say this one has a strong brand, and then I like the fact that there's some Easter eggs at the very beginning of a trailer. I've never seen that before. You just walk in, it's like there's a bunch of Easter eggs. If you've seen that movie, you know what that painting's about, and you see that, you know what that's about. And so so I thought that's kind of interesting. And there was a lot of memorable things. I mean, some creepy doll just started floating up in the. I mean, that was hilarious. And then they had to wait a minute. It just went too far. First, it rolled over. Then it started floating. Then there was a creature behind it. It's just like wait a minute, hold up.
Well, no, she looked in the mirror and she was holding it. The ghost was holding it. So.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, I thought the branding was decent with it, but but horror does well now. I mean, this is just the brand of Hollywood now. So
I think there's something to do with the disassociation with reality that a lot of people have because they're so into their devices now. I think there's just this, I don't know, they're missing some visceral things. So when they see stuff like this, it's like, oh man, yeah, actual real stuff that's creepy.
So you think that I just don't have enough real interesting things in their life going on, so if they can kind of get a sense of something out there, They're just
just
more than who they are, than their reality.
total speculation, of course, but that's just the feeling I got from it.
Yeah. And I don't have time for it. I got other stuff I'm worried about right now.
I mean, as I said, this isn't my general style of movie. I will let you know that, but it came out, a couple days ago. It hit YouTube trending, and it's at 14 million views now. So we were going to watch something with 14,000 views, but we like, hey, let's check out, see what all the people are looking into. And yeah, Conjuring fans should be happy.
Yeah, I mean, based on reviews, people love it. They say grand finale. Come on, this franchise will never end. You made $2 billion. If this one makes another, 100 million, they're gonna make another one. Post haste. Branding wise, I would give it a B plus on it, because just the brand, and this is a sequel to a franchise. Same actors playing in it, and it's so funny too. The actors, man, Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, yeah, they show up even in those little off-brand sequels. They show up at like 5 minutes, you know, so they'll be like,
keeping
"Hey,
the continuity.
Hey, how you doing?" It's kind of like it's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You have Ant-Man show up here and there. You got this guy show up for a second. Yeah, they show up in every one of them. So it's kind of interesting how they do it.
All right. I give it man. I like this one. A minus. I'm just gonna say it. Just give it an A minus.
Okay. So, well, guys, we're not horror fans, but we're gonna do what the people love and what they talk about. So it was something that it's something that we are looking at more and more. As we talked about video games, sometimes we talk about horror genre. So it's about what the people like, man. So it seems like people like this, so we'll talk more about those as we get there. So anything else?
Well, I do like the idea that, I mean, apparently it was, The Conjuring was an entire movie built on jump scares. That's what some people were saying. But it seems like there's more meat into the story in this one. So I don't know how much meat The Conjuring has. The Conjuring has a really deep story. Let me know, because I don't know. But looking forward to maybe watching this. No, I'll check it out. I'll check it out.
Yeah. Let me know what you think. I mean, but you're kind of getting on the tail end, right? You got to go back, man. You got to watch the
That's
whole.
What I know. There's so much. What do I need to watch? Let me know in the chat.
You got to go back like MCU, man. You got to go back to Iron Man and watch all of them.
Yeah, people jumping in, watching Endgame first and everything. I'm like, oh man,
come on, get out here with that mess. Start from the beginning, man. Come on, dude. I'm just fascinated. Maybe I think it's the connection between Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga as the husband wife couple, and probably interwoven their marriage story in there, like how they have kids. Yeah. They probably start off as young investigators, not sure we should do this. Maybe we should. Then they show them next movie, they got a little kid. And the next movie, they worry about the kid.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's drawing people in, that emotional core of their relationship, even though there's some freaky stuff happening every so often that they see. So
you ever think of you ever want to do a horror story? I know you're into stories and study screenwriting and all that. You ever think about any kind of horror tales?
That was actually my first screenplay, man. I almost finished it. Did I tell you about that?
No.
It was before I had kids, and I had the vision for an update on what's it called? Rosemary's Baby. I want to do like an update on that, a modern take on that. Because I love that story. You know what Rosemary's Baby is about?
I can't place it.
A young couple moves into a high rise in New York. Do you want me to just tell you the story premise, or you want to look at it?
Yeah, go ahead. Premise.
Yeah, a young couple moves into New York's high rise. He's ambitious. She's a housewife, so he's always gone. Working, and then she's like kind of bored. But they're kind of just doing their lives, but the neighbors and everybody wants them to have kids. And so one night something crazy happens, and turns out it's the devil having sex with her, and she's pregnant now, and so now we don't know what kind of baby it's going to be. And then, spoiler alert, you see the baby born, you don't see anything, but you see a little hoof hand, and she said, guess what, this is my baby now, and that's the end. So
you know what, I remember that. I didn't know it was Rosemary's Baby. So
Yeah,
that story is classic, and it's been around.
It's a classic story, man. It's hilarious, but it's so very weird, obviously, cultists and all that kind of crap. But to me, it kind of plugged into as a young couple, or I just married, just that anxiety you have. You're the husband, you're ambitious and you're trying to do stuff, and the wife is just kind of there, and you're kind of like, so I said, this would be a good update, because I was kind of writing what I know. So yeah, it was weird, man. I thought we would do a sci-fi, but that was the one that just kind of poured out of me. I literally got the outline done. I wrote like the first little treatment on it. Okay. I have it here somewhere. I might pull it out one day, but yeah, man. So that was, because to me, they always say the first one should be kind of horror film, because it's easy to produce.
All right.
So, yeah.
Send it to Tyler Perry. Title it something like Jacinta's Baby.
Tyler Perry. Oh, geez, man. Don't get me started.
We will not get started on Tyler Perry.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that right now. We should do a Tyler Perry trailer review.
Oh, God.
There's a new trailer that was halfway decent. I was like intrigued. I was like, should I watch this? So maybe we'll do one.
All right. Well, not only this trailer, but if you have out there, you have any ideas for other stuff we should react to, other types of trailers. We want to keep these short form trailers for now. Let us know. We'll go outside of the box maybe a little bit if the people call for it. But in the meantime, thank you all for watching this trailer reaction. Be sure to leave a comment. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you think. And please don't forget to flame us in the comments if you messed up anything. And check our page for more. Peace.